Good evening, everyone. This is Mystical Machine Gun, and we usually play Phantasy Star on Wednesday nights. But the last two Wednesday nights, I have been really stymied by a little dungeon called Climatrol for Mega Drive and Genesis people, or Amidas for newbies. Interrossiter, good evening. How you going? Glad you could join me. You're gonna see actual progress. How's your day going? Oh, I should heal before I go do that. Healing is important. Oh, I'm glad you're going well. It's Friday night here. I'm very happy the week is finished. I've had a few absentees at work, so, you know, people get sick, that's part of it, but it also, you know, does make my job a bit hard. Makes the week a little bit longer. Covering those meetings and all that fun stuff. Yes, Wednesday night I sat down with graph paper, pointed a camera at the graph paper with all good intentions of getting through this dungeon, and I still couldn't crack it. So I looked up the guide. I looked up a guide because I haven't been following a game FAQ. I'm not going to do that. Like, who wants to watch someone just read a guide? You want to see them try to figure it out, you know, try to suss it out. But I do refer to it when I get stuck. And what the FAQ I was reading said was, the hint book will, just look at the map and the hint book will be wrong. Like the hint book being the Phantasy Star 2 Mega Drive hint book, which I didn't have handy. And I looked at it and it wasn't quite giving me what I needed anyway. And I found a different walkthrough on fantasyanime.net. Shouts out. And it just said, take this elevator, take that elevator, go this way, go that way. And I was seriously interested. 2 hours on Wednesday night in the same dungeon, doing the same things, going up and down elevators. I said to my wife when I went to bed, I was like, I didn't get anywhere. And it's because it is a 4-floor maze. The 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th floor of this dungeon are what you need to get through to get to the boss. And I just kept ending up in the wrong spots and not getting through to where we needed to be on the 8th floor. So yeah. Where's my Marawera gun? Hey, Lacromus, how you going? Now, hang on a moment. 1 second. I loaded the wrong save. Hey, Lacromus. Spoiler alert. I wanted to make sure the guide I was using told me the right place to go, so I went there and I'd saved, which I probably shouldn't have done. I'm good. It's Friday night here. I'm trying to start the weekend with a bit of success by beating this dungeon that I've not been able to beat for the last 2 weeks. Okay, that's more like it. I just don't want to mess anything up by getting ahead of myself. I'm guessing it's Friday morning for Interrossiter and Lucromus. Around that time, I'm starting to get my time zone sorted. Just gonna pick up some Trimates before I go anywhere else. Also, chat. Oh, thank you. I'm playing a Mega Drive game on the PlayStation, so I think it counts. A person I work with has some awesome. Like he took the opportunity that we had to wear masks at work to buy all these cool nerdy masks. So he had a Dreamcast one. and he had a Mega Drive logo on. He told me where he got them from, and I saw the T-shirts they had there as well. I'm like, well, I'm going to get myself a Mega Drive T-shirt. Absolutely. Somewhat ironically, because we all work part from home, part from the office. I've been meeting with him on Wednesdays, and he's always got like a Dreamcast or some other retro console behind him in his bookcase. But we have not managed to have a meeting together on a Friday, which is Casual Friday. So I can go, look at my Mega Drive shit. Because I'm sure he'd appreciate it. I'm nearly 40 years old, and aside from work shirts, the cupboard is all band or video game related t-shirts. So that's the level of maturity you're working with here, folks. And like 2 wrestling t-shirts. But I treat wrestling t-shirts like band t-shirts. I only get a wrestling t-shirt if I'm at a show or something. And being in Australia, the shows are very few and far between, so I don't have that many shirts. Oh, come on, just let us get to the dungeon. They do make you earn it. They make you earn every inch in this game. It's great. Oh, I love it. Oh, we've still got Amy in the party. I want to get rid of her, to be honest. Not get rid of her, but for what we're aiming to do, she's not the best character. I think we'll sub in Anne, who's got better healing and does have some offensive spells. One of the good things about Twitch is you get to see different outfits, different shirts, cool retro shirts people might have. I love that part of it. Nothing here. Okay. Oh, not Silka either. Oh, enjoy the drop off, Lacromas. Hey, Doan, how you going? I will get my team members sorted. It has been a long week. I'm a bit fuzzy. You going okay? That's great. Let's just do a quick what? Quick teleport? No. Quick heal. That's more like it. It's all prep. It's all prep. It's all anticipation. We're going to get there. Just going to get Anne some decent armor before we go. Are there any decent weapons for her here? Because there's no decent weapons for her in the next place. Acid shot. Let's buy it, and we'll see how it compares. We've done this dungeon so many times, over and over again, that we've got plenty of money to throw around. There's the armor store. Excuse me. Move. Jewel crown. Titanium fibrillae. Leather boots. Knife boots. Ooh, that's a knife boot. Look. She's currently got fiberglass on. Oh, that's much better. Okay. So acid shot. Not really telling me if this is any better, is it? Oh, yep. 10 points more. Okay. I'll loot. Wrong place. I'm getting too excited. I'm getting ahead of myself. walking into wrong doors, barging into NPCs. That's how excited I am to beat this dungeon. And when you see how simple it is to beat this dungeon, it will be Okay. Okay, bot. Not any bots around here, I don't think. There we go. Flyaway bot and all that sort of thing. Oh, so get back to. Yep. I'm not very quick on the band hammer. I don't need to use it very often. Not very well practiced. Right, let's see if the covert ocarina will let us get to the ocean somewhat unsullied, unharassed. Oh my gosh. Progress made. Okay, let's use the gum. This is the worst part, that you have to click through all this every time. And I'll tell you what, I'll have this underwater bit burned into my memory for a long time to come. We've had to do it so many times. Oh, I do like Phantasy Star, I swear I do. You can acknowledge a game you love's flaws while you struggle against it. What's everybody's favourite video game related shirts you might have? Interroster, I'm sure you might have a Amiga related one maybe? I'm sure there's I would love just to have a Commodore 64 logo, that would be a cool shirt. My older brother would be very jealous of that kind of thing. He's got a Maniac Mansion shirt he got off of eBay that I'm very jealous of. Gotta love your merch. Good evening, Moon. How you going? Yes, I'm letting my hair down. I'm trying to relax by beating a dungeon that has been bedeviling me. And my wife's taken up reading for a book club, so she's like, I need to start reading a book, like this book we've got for the book club. I need to start reading it and stop procrastinating. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then can I go beat this effing dungeon that I spent all Wednesday night trying to beat and failed? And she said, go your hardest. Yeah. Everybody needs hobbies, Moon. It's alright. I'm actually planning a longer stream on Sunday. Like, I'm actually going to stream Sunday during the day, South Australian time, because last year for Father's Day, my beautiful wife made me, you know, on top of the other presents, she made me a whole bunch of vouchers. And one of the ones I haven't used because, you know, it's a bit of a hassle for various reasons, is a Daddy Day where she takes the girls out so I can stay home and do nerd stuff like play games that are too mature for the girls to watch, that sort of thing. Did I even equip Anne with that? I did, didn't I? Yes. If you don't get enough book read, I totally don't mind. Just this once, you've got to go read some more. Just this once. And every other night. Let's see if I've got any crappier health items to use, but no. excuse Nay's rester. Yeah, so on Sunday, this is a heads up, I will be trying to do about a 6 or 7 hour stream because the wife's taking the kids out, and I'm going to beat Metal Gear Solid on the Game Boy, and then I'm going to start Metal Gear Solid 2. Very excited to start Metal Gear Solid 2. It is one of my favourite games of all time. So, that's a plug. I'm going to get a plug in the first 20 minutes of the stream. For more streams. So it will definitely not be, honey, please read your book some more so I can do nerd stuff on Saturday night. It's probably important we spend some time together tonight. I still have my maps, I can show you what I tried to do. But Eustace is getting his... They're picking on him. They're picking on the lead character at the moment. Right, here we are on the flip floor. Now, I ended up with maps like these. That's the 6th floor. Try to map where to go and map which elevators we went to. That's from one on the 5th floor. And if you see the VOD or anything like that, you'll remember from Wednesday night that we actually went to this elevator first. And you go to this elevator. So that's 2 elevators. Keep going. Back down to the 6th floor. It's elevator 3. Up to the 7th floor. And we're there. I spent 2 hours mapping this dungeon on Wednesday night, and if you take the right path, it takes about 2 minutes. So step 1, let's use the visiphone. Well, let's heal Eustace as well. Seeing if there's any different dialogue. Do a health top up. Oh man, definitely needs it. Okay. Because boss time. Any chests over here? What the? Who is she? She looks just like Nay, but with cooler shoulder pads. Girl with long ears. Ha ha ha. I am Nay First. She does look cool in this, absolutely agreed. Nay First? I was born 2 years ago, the same time the Biosystems Lab had its little accident. Back then, a group of scientists were working at the Biosystems Lab. The final phase of the research had just begun. Things had been going so smoothly up until then. How do you know you were born after this? Anyway, the scientists didn't have enough power to run their instruments. They decided to divert power from Amidas into their equipment. They miscalculated the amount of energy they needed. Their equipment malfunctioned and yielded some unexpected results. No way! Are you saying that you are... Ha ha ha! Exactly. She's got a good evil villain speech going as well. I was born from that accident. My existence was not tolerated. Those human scientists deemed me an outright failure and tried to kill me. The goal of their research was to create a new humanoid species that was hardy and docile. Clearly, I did not fit the bill. Doesn't look docile to me. Instead, they ended up with a being that refused every order. That is who I am, and I loathe you all with every cell in my body. And I speak very dramatically. I hate everyone, not only the scientists who created me, but all of humanity. I swore vengeance after they tried to kill me. You all had to pay for playing with life. I decided to give you all a dose of your own medicine. I helped myself to some genetic libraries at the Biosystems Lab and created the biomonsters. I'm thrilled with the pain and suffering I've caused. My plans could not have turned out better. You're behind the biomonsters? How could you do something like this? How could I? Have you even listened to a single word I've said? Yeah, I'd be a bit speechless too, Eustace. Your government tried to grow servants for its own selfish purposes. Understand? Wait, are you saying that the government is behind the research that created you? I'd be annoyed too if someone genetically designed me as a slave. That's a pretty universal feeling. We may not be able to prove it, but we know it's the truth. The only thing we can trust is our own judgment. Huh? Hold on. What's all this we and our talk? Ask the one you call Nay. What are you getting at? Don't flatter yourself. You may think she's your friend, but she's a horrible biomonster like me. She hates you just as much as I do. No, we are not the same. Whoa. Nay, put some pants on, please. I am nothing like you. Nay first, your anger and lust for revenge was unbearable. That's why I split from you and formed my own body. And had picked my own colour scheme. You are right that being born a biomonster is terrible and tragic, but I can't stand by and let you create more biomonsters to satisfy your need for revenge. Nay, do you know what you're saying? Eustace has always been by my side. I feel no hatred towards him or anyone else. These people, they are my friends. Your friends. I can't believe I'm hearing this. You and I are one and the same. I'm the only one who truly knows you. I'm sorry, Nay First. I'm your conscience. I can't hate anyone. You and I are not the same. You're betraying me? Me? From whence you came? You dare betray me? I'm sorry. Nay Second. When did you get so cocky? Guess it's fair enough to call her Nay Second. Which could be Nay Zero. You side with them of your own free will. I will never forgive you for this. Since it's so easy for you to forsake me, why don't you try and stop me? Come on, show me what you're made of. Ugh. Choice time. Well, let's be... Nay says I don't want to fight you. Let's say no. Nay. Nay and Nay First are disparate parts of one body and soul. If Nay First is killed, Nay may not survive. Nay. And so we just go, no, we're not going to fight. Do we have something else to say? Nay First. Now I know the secret of Nay's birth. This is a very complicated situation, you're telling me. What do we do? Is fighting our only option? Did it ever explain how they split? No, it's all just sci-fi magic. There are enemies, there are biomonsters who can split. Like those amoeba-like things, they split into extra enemies, and the gas cloud enemies, they can split into more. So, what do they call it? So in the narrative, in the actual gameplay, they show that biomonsters can split, and Nay First as biomonsters, so they went and split. But yes, there is no option but to fight. And do we have to go through that entire cutscene again? Ah, okay. I'll never forgive you for this, Nay Second. Since it's so easy for you to forsake me, why don't you try and stop me? Come on, show me what you're made of. Let's duke it out. That's enough, Nay First. No more biomonsters. Sister, I will not let you spread misery and hate any longer. This ends now. Anime transition. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. This is unexpected. This does harken back to the Mega Drive. I forgot that it was a one-on-one. Let's do attack first. Let's do some buffing. Oh, look at that. Probably should have done the defensive one first. That's cool. Okay, 161. We'll keep an eye on things, but we'll... Oh, that critical hit was good. Take that. We'll heal with Trimate when we need to. She's going alright at the moment. Oh, hello. What's this spell? Healing. Oh, no. I'm going to struggle to out-heal that. That kind of gives us a bit of a clue about how much HP Nay first has. We've currently got Nay's best weapons, so best available weapons. So the only way we can do more damage is if there's a... If Nay has it, Nay first. Gosh. Has an element. Oh, G6. Alright, that's Trimate time. Maybe we'll finally get to see Nay's limit break. Gotta be good at your parries for this, tell you what. Oh no, we don't need misses. That was the last thing we need. What was she 6 to her normal attacks? I'll be... Oh, she's too fast. Burning turns on healing. I still can't get a bloody special attack out of Nay. Oof. Ah, now she heals. Didn't heal as much that time, I noticed. No, she doesn't heal. 60, that's alright. We're doing more damage than 60. We got her in a loop. Welcome back, Lucrobus. Just in time. We're battling Nay first. Biomonster who was created at the same time as Nay. It's a one-on-one. Biomonster Biomonster. Oh, don't miss, Nay. We need you not to miss. We ran out of Trimates. We've got more. The bar under Nay's name is flashing. We can do a skill. Final Force. Oh, okay, what does that do? I don't know. TP? Oh my gosh, that is not what I needed. Oh well. We've finally seen a skill build up, and it was a bit lame. This should be it. I got 62 health left. Go. Battle was too long. It's a boss fight. Oh no. Sorry, big sister. Nay. Eustace, you were always there for me. Thank you for making me happy. Nay. Hang on, nay. I understand. If Nay first dies, I cannot live. Nay! Oh, it still hits hard. Nay! Nay! What's going on? I mean, that's shaking. The water's back. Is it possible that all the energy Nay first diverted is now surging back into Amadas all at once? This is bad. Amadas is breaking down. I have to hurry back to the sail and let Governor O'Connor know what's happening. You know what to do. Oh, straight for the donor. You need to revive someone? This is terrible. What an algol happened to these cells? They're all degraded. I'm sorry, but the damage to the non-human tissue is severe. It is beyond our cloning technology's capability to repair. It's terrible, but this woman cannot be revived. Perhaps you can find solace in the fact that everyone dies eventually. Cloning technology is not a panacea. Forgive me. Yes, Moon, I read that it was technically possible to res her in this remake. I actually had a look at the guide. It's not that bad. The main thing is having the Phantasy Star Generation 1 save, which we had. But let me show you something. I want to show you something real quick. Let me show you something real fast. Okay, let's cut that down a little bit. There we go. This is one of the guides I found to how to resurrect Nay. Look at all these steps. You have to just, and the main thing you have to do is talk to everybody and examine everything. Like, and you got to do some unintuitive stuff like speak to Kane first, blah blah, but don't put him in the party, all that fun stuff. I know that a bit. And you do have to say no to fighting Nay first. Yeah, you still have to fight Nay. You still have to do that. So let me just. So there you go. Who programmed this? Oh, enjoy Might and Magic, Lucromus? Good work, man. Oh, but yeah, and I was telling my wife about this on Wednesday, maybe it was last night. Final Fantasy VII, spoiler alert, 1997, whatever year it was. Aeris dies, can't do anything about it. She's out of the party forever. Mind's blown. Oh my god, one of your party members dies and you can never bring him back. What? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You know, me and all the Mega Drive kids are sitting there going, that happened to Nay in like 1992. Get on the Mega Drive's level, Sony. So and just there, like it's a little bit different in the Mega Drive version, but in Final Fantasy VII, by the time Aeris dies, you have Phoenix Downs, you have ways to resurrect people. Aside from the Clone Lab, we have nowhere to resurrect people. Oh, and FF4, everyone dies. Okay, well there you go. I'm showing my lack of knowledge of any Final Fantasy before 7. I know somebody died in 6. If you don't do the right thing. Anyway, let me finish my rant and we'll move on. In Final Fantasy 7, you have Phoenix Down. You can heal, you can bring people back to life. The Clone Lab is the only way to bring people back to life at this point in the game. And you go there and you go, please bring it back, and they say we can't. So I feel like that's a better way to present it than tough luck, your Phoenix Downs just don't work all of a sudden. Oh wow. So it all depends on which games you played, I guess. in my defense, a lot of people who played Final Fantasy VII hadn't played all the Final Fantasies before either. Final Fantasy IV, did that come out in the West? Or is that one of the, or was it, because there's Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2 was Final Fantasy 3, and Final Fantasy 3 was Final Fantasy 6? Was that how it went? Yeah. It's just fake outs, constant fake outs. Yes. Absolutely get invested. Nay is double leveling. She's so much faster than everybody else. They do, Doan, you're in the right place. This is the Phantasy Star Cutscene Death Support Society, trust me. Ah, okay, so FF4 did it a bit more. Ah, okay, yeah, but Aeris was such a good healer, you kept her in the party. Like, she was the only decent healer. And, you know, the whole way she was introduced and stuff made you want to keep her in the party too. But yeah, I'd say, I just wanted to get that rant out. And we'll rant about it again when we get to Phantasy Star 4. Oh, you hadn't played this when you played FF7, so there you go. So I got to FF7 late. I had a Mega Drive, then Nintendo 64, then a Dreamcast, and then I bought a PlayStation because I was working and I had too much money, too much spare time. And I bought myself a PlayStation, and then I went back and played Final Fantasy 7. Like, I knew what happened in Final Fantasy 7 because I read gaming magazines and we were all on the internet by that point. But still, so that means when I played Final Fantasy 7, Phantasy Star 2 was even further in reading. Yes, Suikoden 1, absolutely. So there you go. You're beating me with too many examples. Oh, really? Well, there you go. I do have to go back to Suikoden 1. I played Suikoden 2 a lot. And that's interesting that Suikoden 1 upset you more because there's 108 recruitable characters, 108 stars. So they must have done it well. Anyway, this guy's been running at us for a little while. Let's progress some dialogue. The lake is overflowing. Amadas is out of control, transferring all the water in its reservoirs meant for rain into the lake. If this doesn't stop, the city is going to sink. Run for your lives as fast as you can. Move it. Ah, Eustace, you're back just in the nick of the time. We're all going to drown. Governor, I must report that if it's about Amadas, I already know. We have to do something. Damn it. Just when things are starting to get better. The biomonsters' numbers have been drastically reduced. Now we have another problem. Yes. Where's Nay? Why isn't she with you today? Cue the sad music. Oh no. Eustace. Governor O'Connor, I need to ask you something. What is it? Nay's older sister told me secret experiments were being conducted at the biosystems lab that led to the accident 2 years ago. Were they done under government orders? Nay's older sister? Secret experiments at the biosystems lab? What are you talking about? Governor. Unfortunately, I don't know. As far as I know, the government was not conducting any clandestine experiments at the biosystems lab. Clandestine. Yeah. The official purpose of the biosystems lab is to breed organisms better suited to this planet and nothing else. Also, but you're just a governor. What do you know? You're not high level. You're not a senator. Or, I don't know, what else is higher than governor? So, then, someone else is behind this? I don't know what happened in the biosystems lab, but it's not our top priority. Amadas is out of control and will cause a global catastrophe if we don't do something. We must open the dams. Dams? Located north, south, east and west of the artificial lake are 4 dams that regulate its water level. Opening these dams will prevent the cities from being flooded worldwide. Originally, Amadas was designed to control the dams automatically. Now that it's malfunctioning, the dams aren't working as intended. Our only option is to have someone enter each dam and manually open the floodgates. There's no time to waste. Let me do it. I'd like to send you on this mission, Jesus, but I can't. Not this time. But why? Why not? I'm sorry. It's unfortunate. The government has accused you of treason for destroying 2 of Mother Brain's facilities and immediately placed you at the top of the most wanted list. God, we're going to fight the power. Less sad than waiting for another turn-based game on an hour goal for 20 plus years while they mess about with weird MMOs might do. Oh my god, yes. Phantasy Star Online, Phantasy Star Online 2, Phantasy Star Online Blueburst, Phantasy Star Universe, Phantasy Star Online now. Both the government and Mother Brain have activated their security system to track you down. It's far too dangerous for you to do anything conspicuous now. So go home. Even so, I can't just sit back and do nothing. If I'm going to be arrested anyway, I might as well open those dams first. I must learn who created Nay and her sister. It's the least I can do for her. I owe her that. I see. There's no point trying to dissuade you, is there? Very well. You are a true agent. See this through to the end. The key cards for the 4 dams are stored in the control tower located in Piana. Be very careful. Users? Is it true that the city is going to be flooded? I hope that you are successful in opening the 4 dams. I can tell you all I know about the dams if you like. More lore. 4 rivers run north, south, east and west from Motavia's largest lake. A dam was built across each river to control water flow. The 4 dams are called Green Dam, Yellow Dam, Red Dam and Blue Dam. Each dam's console can be accessed using a key card of the corresponding colour. Each dam. These key cards are stored in a control tower located in Piata. Great. We get any dialogue when we head home? Nobody's made any items for us. Let's put it back on practice. So now we have to actually make a decision because they should have done. They could do a Phantasy Star 5 whenever they like. I'm ready for it. My body is ready. All we have to so without the team, I'm not sure how it would go if they could. Yeah, it would be interesting. But the great thing about the Phantasy Star series is that you have a reset button for every game where you just go, it's 1,000 years later, off you go. And not being delusional, it should just be a sort of retro-inspired digital game. Well, you know what retro-inspired games are like now, Moon. It'll be a 2D top-down retro-inspired pixel roguelike ad-supported NFT Phantasy Star. I don't know, I was just trying to chuck in as many buzzwords as I could. But we did decide who to take. Eustace, happy with Eustace. Rudger, good attack, cool. And good healing. But now we've got Huey, Amy, Kynes, and Silka, and I think Kynes might be the way to go. Because we might be fighting robots now. Anyway, let's go to Piata. That's the first step. Your databank has you registered as wanted criminals. Take heed, there's no place you can hide. But you can still pay me money to teleport. Making a AAA fully 3D Phantasy Star 5 would be way too expensive in a gamble. Oh yes, for sure. But a modest throwback title like how they did Mega Man 9 and 10 might be nice. Your main audience are going to be people who won't mind the retro. Absolutely. Like the Monster World game they made, Mega Man 9 and 10, absolutely. Like Phantasy Star 4 and its anime style cutscenes still looks good. Don't, absolutely, you're on, bang on. The cutscenes look good in Phantasy Star 4 because the art style is good. The things are expressive. It doesn't all have to be realistic in 3D, so yeah. Just don't get whatever anime company animated this one because the faces are good. Come on. Just make it official hardcore JRPG. To say it's the Dark Souls of JRPGs. Oh, Cosmic Star Heroine. Yeah, apparently I haven't played it, but apparently that's pretty good. And after all that dungeon delving, I can get one piece of armor for somebody. played it? It's pretty good? Oh, great. Now, a little bit too linear, but I think that was just the nature of the budget. I would have loved to see more. Ah, cool. So I don't even need to heal anybody because Nay was the only one who was in the battle, which, you know. So now the game's warning us not to save the game because Mother Brain's watching. Regarding the resurrection stuff, since I do have the Phantasy Star Generation 1 save, I can always go back and have a crack at it, but I think you just get Nay back in the party and nothing else changes. It's just like, yeah, you got it back. Great. If there was more story content around it, that would be more appealing to me, but where am I? Piata, Control Towers. Look at those. To be honest, she shouldn't come back as wrong. Yeah, fair. Like, yeah, they made a narrative choice that Nay was to go, and that's fine. If it's the style of Phantasy Star, which has never been non-linear, yeah, it's always been pretty linear. I know on FF7 where Aeris doesn't die. Yeah, no, absolutely agreed. 100%. I mean, have it as an Easter egg where you can get them back and nothing changes. Sure. If you really want to go that far, but there shouldn't be a FF7 remake to Aeris Lives edition. That's the story. It's not you. Oh, hello, there's people in here. Huh? Shelley! I was about to mention we haven't heard anything about Shelley for a long time. You can sort of go where you want a bit in Phantasy Star 1, and 3 has branching paths for making it open world. Like the plot is linear in Phantasy Star 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Like, you have to go to the next spot. But there's nothing stopping you with an open world map from just wandering around, going places you shouldn't go, discovering towns early. Well, not so much because you have to unlock stuff. The gameplay was just very walking through colorific battles. Yeah, absolutely. Because you think about Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9, they had open world maps. And they were still fairly linear about where you could go on those world maps. You had to get to certain places. But then Final Fantasy X came out. And I love Final Fantasy X, don't get me wrong. But the amount of complaining about, there's no world map. Where's my world map? This is so much more linear than the previous games. It's like, is it though? It just kind of removed that bit of a layer on top of it to make, it's just like, we just took away the cover. Yes, it's linear. So having a Phantasy Star game just with a world map that's gated at certain points, that's fine. And people would be like, this is non-linear, this is great. Anyway, we found Shelley. I was about to say, like, Nay's passed away. We haven't mentioned Shelley in a long time. It's all about how well you disguise it. It's not so much about whether it's linear or not. It's about whether it feels linear. Moon, you're bang on. Shelley, is that really you? Eustace? You took the words right out of my mouth, Eustace. Thank goodness. I'm so glad you're okay. We've been looking all over for you. With some side tours. Cosmic Star Heroine gets more choice later in the game. Oh, okay, cool. It does sound like one I want to try. FF13 is not less linear than FF10. But FF10 breaks up the pacing a lot better, yes, for sure. Like, FF10-2 kind of took it to the extreme with you just pick from a menu of places to go, but you could actually go wherever you wanted at any time. But you had to do it in a certain order to get the best ending and all that kind of stuff. Huh? For me? Well, of course. Governor O'Connor has been really worried about you too. Why haven't you reported in? What are you talking about? I have been reporting in regularly. What now, well, do you mean? What did you say? What's going on? I went and checked out the biosystems lab. I found out the system wasn't working properly. So I went without delay to inspect Amadas. However, I couldn't find the entrance to the undersea cave, so I gave up and started checking out the control tower. But I recorded my progress at the data memory terminal just before coming here. Are you telling me you never got my reports? Someone must be intercepting them. We've got a conspiracy here, people. Intercepting my reports? What for? I don't know. One thing's for sure. Someone is working against us from behind the scenes. Working against us? Yes, I'm sure of it. Right then. Shelley, return to Paseo as soon as you can. You have to let Governor O'Connor know what's going on. Eustace, what about you? I've got to open the dams. That's our top priority right now. Understood. Be careful, Eustace. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. In order to open the 4 dams, you'll need to retrieve cards stored in this tower's consoles. You'll need to activate the keyboard first. Here, take this. Main key. Cool, thanks, Shelley. And this is the key that activates the keyboard. It's the any key. If you have a digital musical score, the keyboard will play it for you automatically. The pieces that you play may have a mysterious effect. They'll help you out. Oh, the music. I see, thanks. By the way, in order to get into the control room where the consoles are, you'll need to use a technique at the keyboard. A technique? Yeah, Maestro Aventino's technique. I forgot what that is. Thanks for everything. By the way, I'm really glad you're okay. I have a lot to say to you, but it'll have to wait. Eustace, take care of yourself. I'm here. Come back safe and sound. Okay, we're running out of time. You better go, Shelley. Eustace. Oh, I forgot about the music. Anyway, I liked Cosmic Star Heroine. It just felt constrained by its budget and circumstances. It was a very good first indie effort. I played it all and enjoyed it. It made me want a bigger game next time that never happened. I recommend checking it out anyway. Yeah, I like most of Ziboy's work. The Cthulhu game's fun too. Oh, so there's not going to be a sequel to Cosmic Star Heroine? That's a shame. Oh, there are battles. There we go. Oh no, I instantly thought of a song based on the name of these robots. I'm not going to do it. It's been a good 10 years now. That answers my question. Yes, so now we are fighting robots. Kind shows his skills. It was an early PS4, PSN era game if I recall. I'll go buy it off the PlayStation Store now that I'll remind them of the game's existence. I got it because people said it felt like an homage to Chrono Trigger and Phantasy Star. What do you think? Like, how accurate is that description? How did that miss? That was the buzz at the time. I didn't think it was. It had enough of its own identity standards. Well, that's a good thing. It's a good marketing strategy. You want it to stand on its own as well. Like, you want it to be retro inspired, not retro complete ripoff. Come on, money. I always thought about making a Phantasy Star 5 myself, like on mobile or a web-based thing. But no time, no talent, no art skills. I'm wondering if it's worth much persisting in this dungeon if we're going to need to find music. Satman and Bamboo. Fair enough. Played it despite the marketing and annoyed because nothing is as good as Phantasy Star and Chrono Trigger. That's the other side of that marketing strategy. Like, if you compare it to a game that everybody loves, got to make sure you meet up to that standard. Oh, cool. Less dark and dreary Shadowrun. I love Shadowrun games. Still got to play Hong Kong, I think. Shadowrun Hong Kong. Watched Retro Island Gaming play Shadowrun on the SNES with the mouse mod the other day. That was pretty cool. But these cool robots we're fighting. This is awesome. It's a good game on its own. It's sort of sci-fi and bounty hunters. Oh man, this is... So I'm cutting off the stream early and I'm going to go buy a Cosmic Star Hero. Oh, and yes, it did have a strong female. That's true. Always down for a strong female protagonist. I'll play it again now. Well, this was actually always going to be a shorter stream. I just wanted to get that dungeon behind me. Because I knew, from experience, I knew that what happens when you fight an A first. But also, I just spent too much bloody time in that dungeon, so... Did they make Cthulhu Saves the World then? Is that good? Is that good? I've had it in my Steam wish list for months. I remember seeing demos of that. It's very funny. I'll let you go. Making a funny RPG is a tough hill to climb. Well, it's there. It's Satman. Between Informer and Satman, I'm getting being reminded of dodgy white boy rap songs from the 90s. Julie Saves Christmas. I can't remember how much the music training costs. I think it was at least 2,000 a set. I know it costs less. No, I think it's 10,000. Yeah, I think they upped the number for this version. I can't remember which bloody town this is in. That's right, we'll find it. It's a good thing Shelley was safe. There's no time to celebrate. We have to enter the dams as soon as possible. Ooh. Oh. Got attacked just before the treasure chest. Oh, look at those things. Deho, and I don't know what the other one's called. Oh, that's a cool effect though. Somebody was a big fan of mecha design, rather than biomonster design, obviously. Even on the Mega Drive, when enemies, started having lights, some of the magician type enemies as well, they look really cool. We better heal Kynes as soon as we can. She's one of his techniques, why not? Oh, don't kill Anne as well, we need her to heal Kynes. Yeah, that was not worth the fire techniques. They'll leave, lurk, and hop in the bath. Oh, well thanks for joining us, Moon. Have a good bath. Thanks for coming along. TGIF, yeah, thank God, absolutely. Oh, and Anne's died. So that's the end of our control tower exploration. Yes, absolutely have a good stream later on, Moon, but do not stream from the bath. It's dangerous. This has been a PSA from Mystical Machine Gun. Oh, a Trifluid. Take that. Absolutely take that. You not? There's money to be made. You're leaving money on the table. Ah, why can't you walk over that? That's oh, it's getting steamy in the chat here. Must be the bath. Oh, and the most cloned character in my party. $50,000 right ready for this thing. Have all these dialogues changed? Oh, don't tell me nay stuff. Oh, we're gonna go see how much the music teacher wants. Well, this is embarrassing, but according to my data, you are fugitives. So your teleportations will automatically be flagged to Mother Brain. Be careful. Okay, I think it was Optano. It would be so cool if, like, every time you teleport into a new town, like, robots would spawn or something because Mother Brain's on your tail. Ah, there you go, got it right this time. I am Maestro Aventino. Have you come to hear me play? No. Do you want to learn how to play the piano? Yes. Yes. 2000. Oh, excellent. Are you ready? You're now a musician. Please stop in at any time. There you go. That was easier than I thought it would be. I just expected it to cost a horrendous amount for some reason. Or because everything else has costed a horrendous amount. Oh my, you listen to the fugitive. You should leave this town before the authorities catch you. That's why I'm here. Please hurry. Okay. I am actually going to call it there. This is a little bonus stream to get past that dungeon, get past that big story, milestone. And now that we're facing down 5 more dungeons, I'll be happy to pick it up again on Wednesday night. So thank you for joining me. I'm glad I'm ending the stream where I'm not muted because that's what I'm losing. Keep an eye out Sunday during the day for a longer Metal Gear Solid stream for me if that interests you. And thank God it's Friday. I'm going to go rest because it's been a long week. But, enjoy yourselves. Thanks for joining.